There are over 1,000 religions, but in today's video, I'm going to rank the big five: Hinduism, Buddhism, Judaism, Christianity, and Islam. So let's start with Christianity. Christianity is the most popular mainstream normie religion out there. And, in the past, yes, Christians were persecuted, but the problem with many strong Christians nowadays is Christians don't believe in science. They don't believe in climate change. They think that the earth is flat. They often pretend to be oppressed, even though they're the most mainstream people ever. Like, for some reason, white Christian nationalists really want to be oppressed, even though most of the leaders in charge of Western civilization are Christians. And back in the day, Christians would just casually murder other Christians because they didn't believe in Christianity properly. There's also multiple forms of Christianity. There's Protestant, uh, the Jemima's Witnesses, Mormonism, Catholic. Like, make up your mind already. Christians also worship some homeless hippie called Jesus, and for some reason they don't really value the same things that Jesus did. Like, if Jesus resurrected today, not only would he get deported, but he would hate most modern Christians. I feel like a lot of modern Christians are a bunch of LARPers because they don't even really follow the Bible 100%. In fact, they had to rewrite the Bible multiple times to make it more normie friendly. It's sort of like how Demon Souls originally came out, but then they replaced it with a worser remake. But overall, I give the Christians a 8 out of 10. Yes, they can be very annoying. Yes, they are full of normies, but they are one of, if not the safest religion out there. Alright, so you got Hinduism and Buddhism, and I'm just going to put them at 10 out of 10 because overall Hindus and Buddhists, they haven't really they haven't really done anything to annoy me outside of, having a bad Simpsons episode. Islam has a lot of problems. I mean, they get offended by cartoons. They, blow themselves up sometimes. They don't really respect women's rights. However, they don't also allow LGBT, and I gotta say, that's pretty based in red pill. And one of the cool things about Islam is that, unlike Christians, Muslims, especially the hardcore ones, fully 100% still follow their religion to this day. And you know what? That's pretty admirable. So I got to give the Muslims a 9 out of 10. Alright, so here we are at the big one: Judaism. Jews, the ones who make up the smallest population but allegedly control everything, even though most of the people in charge are Christians and Asians. Well, you see, the thing about the Jews is that. Huh? I gotta knock at my door. Hold on, I'll be back.